This playthrough is rated E10+.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Shainingu Fōsu, the great intent legacy, or something like that. Anyway, in the last episode, we defended, well, I guess I did rather poorly, especially on all my choices, but we were able to defend the ancient gate from the Runefaust army. However, a landslide occurred, or earthquake, causing us to not be able to go back. And then we found the Runefaust army had attacked Guardiana. I think Guardiana, whatever. Anyway, we got to get there and help the king and crew. And, well, I mean, don't they have an army, though? I mean, they didn't give us all their soldiers, right? Like, the Shainingu Fōsu is just a small group of ragtag heroes. Not, yeah, they'll be fine. But we probably should still help anyway. Alright, off screen, I try to level everyone up to a decent level so that way I don't have to worry about grinding, at least for a bit. I got everyone to level 3. Just show you really quick, just level 3. My stats will be slightly different from the previous episode because, like I said, the stats are random. There are higher chances for certain stats, and the rate increases if you don't get at one level. But it shouldn't. Like, your stats shouldn't be, like, if you're leveling, shouldn't be that much different from mine. Like, it shouldn't break the game. I did get maxed up to level 4. I didn't do that on purpose. When I finished the battle with him, I had him kill the Rune Knight, and I was like, oh, right, he gained too much experience from that, so, anyway. Oh, well, what can you do? Anyway, okay, in this map, we got 3 goblins now at our level. I mean, you could do this at level 2. I'd just say level 3 is a good start for that, so that way you can cover you for the next couple of battles. But anyway, the goblins are, at least for frontline fighters, are pretty much like nothing anymore. They'll do like 1 or 2 damage for the most part. The worst part is, well, the dark dwarves will still do a decent amount of damage on us, which we've got, looks like we got 3 of them. Is that the leader, I guess, technically? Anyway, but yeah, the big thing is now that we fought 1 Rune Knight who was pretty nasty, now we get 2. Oh boy. These are the guys that we have to watch out for because they got 16 attack. Holy crap. Alright, well, we can do that. Alright, let's continue on and go. So if you need to egress, you'll pop up, if you look over to the, I'll show you right here. If you egress, you'll end up at the Hermit's Hut because obviously since this has occurred, you can't be taken back to the town. But yeah, you can egress, so if you still need a level, go ahead, but anyway. Yeah, the problem with this map is because of the restrictive nature of where we're at. Probably shouldn't put Hans there, but yeah, he's at level 3. He should be able to take a couple hits and Monk's there to heal him if he needs to. But yeah, the problem with the beginning of this map is just because of how crunched the beginning part is, so it's like we can't do a whole lot. Luckily, the AI slightly moves for us to give us a chance to get there. Ooh, the AI is actually moving around this time instead of just going up and down. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed on the first map when you fight them, the enemies hardly go like left or right. They always, like, for the most part, they'd always just go down to attack you. So it was a way to like survive the encounter with the goblins without them just like ransacking you. Yeah, for whatever reason, the AI decides to just go back, just like run away from you. For like no reason. Like they could easily just like force us in a choke and just stay there and wait for us to like try to keep hitting us. Although none of them are ranged, so I guess it's not as bad. But yeah, they just back off, give us a chance to like get everyone like into a decent spot. Yeah, so the first couple of rounds are gonna be basically just us trying to actually get there. I think this is the first map with like really major area effects, if that makes sense. Yeah, how you can see the land effect, 30% there. As far as I understand, all that has to do with is movement. I don't think it actually has to do with like, you know, protection or like effects from spells or attacks. I could be wrong. I mean, I'll admit I haven't like data mined this game or anything like that for like all the details, because frankly, as much as I like the Shainingu Fōsu game, at least the first one, well, actually I like most of them. I stopped liking the Shainingu Fōsu series when they started doing the Shainingu Fōsu specifically, and started doing Shining. Basically, they turned it from the Shining Force series into just the Shining series. And after, I'm trying to think what the last game was that they did with the Shining Force name before they just called it Shining and then added whatever name to it. I think it may have been the like Game Boy Advance games that when they redid they actually redid this game for the Game Boy Advance. I forgot what year that was in, like 2006 maybe, something like that. They actually tweaked up the AI script and added I think they added a couple new characters that you could get. Tweaked the AI script, and they also added the ability to get cards from creatures, combat, and other such things that could modify your character and his stats and stuff like that. I think I remember it being a pretty solid remake overall. I thought about playing that one. I could have. I have the Game Boy Advance player for the. I mean, I could get an emulator. There's plenty of emulators out there. Shh, can't say the secret emulator word. You know. Hey, if that stuff was regularly available to buy in another medium, yeah, for some reason the AI just doesn't want to fight me. They're running back. I guess it's just to get us to chase after them, even though we're going to do that anyway. But anyway, yeah, if they had all these games available for easy purchase on like a forum, although I think a lot of these games, at least this collection, you can buy on like in the collection. I've got the Sega Genesis collection, or or Steam I think has this as well. But a lot of games like the Shining Force remake, you can't, unless you find an old Game Boy Advance, you're not really gonna be able to play it, you know, unless you go through emulation. So I really don't know who's to blame for that, but yeah, I mean, I don't want to get an emulation kick for a game like this, but I feel like it's like if you want us to not go through emulators and stuff like that, then you need to pull out your old library and find a way for us to, get it and play it on modern, like either modern PCs or consoles rather easily, through, like I said, through Steam or some other platform, and we'll be more than happy to. Most people would be more than happy to buy it again and officially and add it to their repertoire and stuff like that. So yeah, the reason I'm not really talking about the battle is, frankly, the battles, at least the first couple, don't really get. I mean, okay, I guess you could say the first area of the game, the Ancient Gate, can be kind of difficult because you're at level 1, and some of the creatures can just straight up kill you if you leave your weakest units in front. But yeah, I would say the Shining Force series really, at least not for a while, doesn't really get super tactical heavy. It's not like a Fire Emblem or I know there's more strategy RPGs than the Fire Emblem. It's just that's the most modern one that's been kept in the public eye, or like I like to call Fire Emblem Waifu Simulator number 12. Yeah, let's face it, folks. That's what it's basically become. I still like the game. I really do. It's just, don't call it any other. Don't call that chicken any other color. But yeah, until we get to the Dark Dwarves, we're really not much in a worry or hurry or whatever. So. And don't worry about Gong not doing a lot of damage. He eventually starts doing a decent amount of damage. Although his really big benefit is, well, other than being an actual decent, I would say decent. I wouldn't say he gets crazy strong, but he does decent damage and he can heal, so that's the benefit. And he is his own unique class. He's a monk class, which most of the secret characters in the game, except for obviously a handful, are gonna be their own classes. So they're different from the standard warrior, knight, mage, and so forth. So, here we go. As soon as we get past the first couple of mountains, the knights finally start moving. Not that they're gonna chase after us or anything like that, but yeah, Max being level 4, it's only got to get 1 damage to him. So, although Max is going to be your most powerful character in the game, which is obvious, he's the main character, but he gets the most percentage chance of his stats, all of his stats going up. I got a double hit there, nice. Oh, he got a dead level. Great. Thanks. Although, I think when I redid the thing, when I went back to the file to level up Luke, he actually got some different levels from before, so I guess it makes sense he has a dead level, but I hate dead levels in any game, really. It's just like, well, what's the point? It's worse in old Fire Emblem games were pretty bad about that, too. Actually, I think most modern ones still get ooh, he critical hit. Yeah, there's a small chance of, well, at least Hans gains some speed. Archers tend to gain speed as their stat to go first or get out of the way. One of the few things about this game I kind of don't quite understand is how turn order works, because agility is a function in that, but the thing is, I don't know if you've ever... I know there's some things that can affect it, like staying instead of actually doing an action and stuff like that, but I've noticed sometimes that on the map will, like, you'll go and you'll, like, stay or whatever, and then all of a sudden it'll be your turn again. Like, just all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? You know, like, why is it my turn again already? Shouldn't it go down the line, like, oh, if I've had my turn, then every other character should go before me? But that's not necessarily true. And like I said, I really don't know how the game kind of figures out, like, what turn order specifically. Yeah, Gon does get more powerful overall, so don't worry about that. And he is an extra character, so you can beat the game without any of that bonus characters. It's just another way to play the game. Yeah, our Front Fire should be able to survive the Dark Dwarves at this point. Really, the Rune Knights are going to be our big concern. They've already gained levels. I kind of don't want to, like, over-level a character if I can help it. And the fact that the Dark Dwarves, or the Durgar, I just like calling them Durgar because that's the D&D term for them. Yeah, I kind of tried not to get any characters to get super over-leveled over others, you know? Just to kind of keep everyone even. Though at some point, you can start ignoring certain characters if you don't want to level everyone up. Because that, depending on how you're playing or how much you want to put into this, that can be kind of a chore, but you don't have to go too far out of your way to, like, beef up your... we'll just leave, get someone else to get the kill. And I want to maybe get... What's your experience at? Oh, he's really close to a gaining level. You won't kill him because he only does 2 damage to him, but... one more hit. Or, he'll gain his level eventually, if not by the dark... Whatever, he can get by the, from the Rune Knights. What's your level at? Aw, man! I wanted to actually do something. Nuts. And I don't mind Max getting smacked around by the Dark Knight, because one heal will... Even if he crits, he's not going to take out Max. Yeah, far from me getting killed by him earlier, and then... we'll give it to Ken. Give him a level. You've been in the back for so long, despite you being a centaur. That's speed and HP. Yeah, knights tend to get HP and speed. Yeah, see, he just went, and then he goes again. The only thing I'm thinking is, yeah, he gained like 7 HP. It's crazy. Yeah, knights at a certain level just start gaining like a decent amount of HP, and then it kind of slows down. But yeah, he gained 7 HP. Are you kidding me? But anyway, yeah, and then he just goes again. It's just like, well, how do you figure that? But anyway, before we go on, before we move too far ahead, I think the only problem I have with this map is that there's a lot of dead air before you get to the final little big dudes there. Like, there's, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really a game designer, so I can't tell you otherwise. I didn't make this game, so. Anyway, yeah, might as well heal. Oh yeah, this will actually gain down the level since he's healing up. So. Yeah, the trouble with the only really character you're gonna really have trouble leveling up is really, yeah, look at that 4 attack. Yeah, his attack eventually goes up, so it just takes a while. Because Gon can't use weapons in the game, he can only use his fists. So like all the melee characters can eventually get weapon upgrades, but because the monk doesn't get a weapon, they have to find a way to get get him like attack damage somehow, which is like most monks and most RPGs. They tend to, if they don't get a lot of strength, then they get a lot of ways to get attack damage or something like that, you know. And we'll probably low heal him whenever we get to it. But yeah, this, I think the Game Boy Advance version of the game, I think most of the maps have been slightly altered too, like to either have more enemies or have more intelligent enemies or whatever. Because that was the point of the game, was to, you know, basically have the whole flavor of the old game, and the graphics are slightly altered in the game. You can kind of tell if you ever look up the Game Boy Advance version of this game. That they kind of tweaked it a bit. There were also some other Game Boy Advance games I never got to play. I think they were called like Shining Soul, and they were like dungeon crawler games, but they were also in the vein of the Shining Force series, sort of. Basically anything with the word Shining, whatever, is supposed to be kind of in the vein of the whole Shining. I guess I can't call it Shining Force series, because technically it's the Shining series, if you want to call it by that. But yeah, after I think it was after the remake. I think after that they started just going to the Shining series in general. And frankly, I'm not a fan of those because they kind of turned the Shining series into just a straight action hack and slash, and kind of boring. I mean, if you like them, great, but I found them kind of dull. Although, you know, obviously this game might not be everyone's cup of tea either, so I guess I can't. Why did I put Luke in? Why did I put Luke in them there when I could just get my ranged guys there? That was kind of dumb. I forgot if they move. If you yeah, we can start wailing on them. I'm trying to remember if they actually move at this point, though. Like I said, the AI in this game isn't the smartest. They do get a little bit better over later, but see, I guess we'll have Tao work on that other Rune Knight because Han already got a level earlier. Yeah, no challenge here, folks. Just us ranged attacking the Rune Knights. And you crit. Great. Yeah, and they still give decent experience even at level 4. So. I'll try not to level it too much. I try to level to where it'll still be maybe a minor challenge. I guess leveling up to level 3 did make the goblins a lot easier. So maybe getting over to level 2 may have been the way to go, but eh. At some point you just have to go how much challenge you want to put yourself in, you know? Alright, I thought someone had some HP loss that I could heal. Maybe I was thinking of the enemy when I was looking at him. I guess not. Must have been imagining things. Okay. What else can I say? I mean, there are some harder fights later on down the line, especially certain major boss characters. But yeah, she's not gonna gain much attack. Really, Wizards are all about gaining a lot of MP and let's see, so she's a level 4. He's a level 4. I think only low. Yeah, clerics are the hardest to level. At least until they get their promoted class, which will be quite a while till we hit that. Anyway, let's fight the boss, even though it's basically a Dark Dwarf again. It's not like he's a I don't think he's any different as a Dark Dwarf. I think he's still a Dark Dwarf. With the same stats, I think. I mean, I guess I could have checked. But... oh well. Anyway, being prey! Yeah, not too tough. Well done, Shining Force. Now enter Guardiana and find out what's happened there. Okay. And we can still run around, go back, whatever, but we don't need to do that. And there's no as far as I know, there's no treasure chest on this map, so... oh, I think in most maps, if I remember correctly, if you don't get the treasure chest, in some areas you might not be able to get it, so... probably a good idea to try and get the treasure chest during the fight if you can. There are some you don't have to, but I'll try to remember those when we get to it. Anyway, you made it back. You're a little late. We're almost overrun by Runefaust. We held them off, but we suffered greatly, as you'll see as you wander around. Most of our knights were lost in the battle. Many homes were damaged, but we held. We'll keep watch here. Runefaust is bound to attack again sooner or later. Wow, that sucks. We'll keep watch here. I feel like I'm constipated. Ooh. Don't worry about your combats. We set them up at the headquarters. Okay. Oh, wow. Things are different. Look at that. The end's damaged. Look at that. Oh, man. Things will never be the same, will they? How's it going, man? Praise the light that's over. Monsters fighting. I can't take much more of this. Sorry, dude. Well, let's see. Whoa, a different pixeled animated thing. A guy who looks like he's wounded. How you holding up, buddy? The commander, Cain of Runefaust, evil to the core. Cain, huh? Like Cain and Abel? Or, huh? I'll have to keep that in mind. That guy sounds like a nasty character. I wanted to fight, but my legs were shaking so hard I got dizzy and passed out. What good are you then? No, I mean, yeah. Not everyone can fight. That's just how it is. Yeah, this is the jerk who didn't want to talk to us earlier, or didn't want to give us the time of day. Welcome, Max. Those vile Runefausters, huh, have made me mad. I have weapons guaranteed to knock those monsters' head off. Take a look. Oh, you'll actually sell us stuff. Well, let's take a look at your gear. I got it. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Rats, we almost had a deal. Alright, gosh. Don't need that. Don't need that. Hand axe is an upgrade for the short sword for Luke. I think that's the only upgrade we can actually get. Yeah, Luke is the one. It actually does tell you when you buy something, because, yeah, Han's got the wooden arrow, so we don't need that. Kong doesn't need weapons. Lo's got the wooden staff, so we don't need that. She's got a wooden staff, doesn't need that. And Max has a regular sword. Yeah, so Luke it is. Oh, anyway. But yeah, there's really nothing else to buy, so. Alright. Well, oh wait, sorry, we could check his, see if he has deals. Nope, no deals. Okay. Sell, repair. Nope, don't need to do anything. Thank you. Alright. Oops, don't want to talk to him. And then, equipped. Oh, sorry, if you want to equip an item to someone, you have to go to. Sorry, I'm having trouble breathing. Go to item, equipped, and then highlight the character, and then switch, and I'll tell you the difference. So, short sword, 16 attack, hand axe, 2 attack. So, hey, better than a sharp stick in there. Oh, my eye! Manoia! And then might as well sell the weapon, because there's, as far as I know, there's really no weapon. There was no reason to keep most weapons. Maybe keep, like, specialized weapons or certain items that you can use in combat type, but for the most part, you're just going to want to sell it. Did you just say mine, all mine? Wow. Did you really want a short sword that badly? I'd have fought if I could, but all I'm good at is buying and selling. Well, not everyone can fight, man. Alright, we'll go ahead and give a medical herb to Mr. Gong, even though he can heal himself, but hey, sometimes you run out of HP in battle. I don't think he has any deals since before, does he? Nah, I don't think so. Alright, anyway, let's check out the rest of this town. Man, how about the bar? Is it okay? Whew, it's okay. Oh, it didn't even take any damage. Bartender, rum for all! I mean apple juice, because we're teenagers, right? Those monsters would have wrecked my shop, and the old guy drove them off. Oh, you're a pretty handy fellow then, Mr. Gort. You know that little fracas made me want to fight again, Max. I'm joining up. All right. More party members with Gort. Thanks, Gort. As long as you talk to Gort before you leave and beat the ancient gate, and then you talk to him here, he'll join you. All right. I'll be at the headquarters. He's pretty good. He's basically Luke 2.0, so, you know, if you like the warrior class with high strength and HP, then you'll like Gort. And I do. As far as I know, I think I use Gort for the pretty good much amount of the game, actually, so, yeah. Oh, yeah, I already talked to you. Shove off, old man. any new information from this? I think I read that one before already. How's it going, man? Sorry to hear about your house. I sent my family away, but I stayed and fought. Good on you, old man. I'm not old. Well, I have a name. It's Dennis. Anyway. We almost lost. I still don't know why they pulled back. Oh, yeah, why did they? Well, we beat them off, right? We beat them off with a stick. A sharp stick. Yeah. Oh, what happened to the dog here? Looks like he's gone. Oh, there he is. Good boy. I assume... Let's see if we taught this. Hey, beautiful. Those beasts all have nightmares forever. I assume this guy protected his mistress. Arf, arf. Well, good boy. Alright. Did your job. Kept them away from the lady of the house. Alright, let's see who else has got having some trouble. Oh, they didn't touch the... Looks like the church didn't suffer any damage. How's the knee? Did you take an arrow to it? We won this time, but what about the next attack? Well, we won't let them do it. We're the Shining Force. That is a big name, right, in this game? I think? Eventually? Just let them try to come in here. I'll wipe him silly. What, with a frying pan? Hey, it works for Princess Peach, so why not? Hey, dude. Good for you, youngsters. Come see me later. Right now, I'm tired from all this commotion. What did Bree says anything to say? No. Not really. Yeah, we don't need a save. And we don't need to promote. You can't promote till level 10. Although, if you want to max out your character stats and everything like that, you want to wait till you hit level 20 to do that. And I'll be doing that. Because why not? Why can't we min-max? Max. Anyway. Alright, let's go into the castle and see what happened. Hopefully the king and crew are okay. Whoa. Hey, wait, why did all the... Oh, wait, no, the guards here were regular humans. Never mind. I was about to say, did all the knights all of a sudden become human all of a sudden? No. Those beasts were everywhere. I kept expecting one to leap at me even now. Take care, Max. That place is safe. Really? Oh, there's a guard here earlier. We'll go in the hideout here in a second, but... Actually, I don't think there's any new dialogue. At least now. I think every once in a while, the dialogue changes from characters. Not all the time, but... Oh, Max, are you ready to face the enemy? Nope. Alright, he doesn't say anything new. And, yeah, Gordon's now part of our team. Let's see if anyone has a new dialogue. No. I think he said that before. I think he said that before, too. Yeah, he said that before. Maybe not. I could have swore some characters say something different. Huh. Well, anyway, let's see what Gord says. Let's get going, Max! Oh, well, okay. Never mind, then. Maybe that's the second game that does that or something. Or maybe it's the third game. I'll admit I'm not as familiar with the third game, but... Oh, hey, it's that random dude with the big old eyebrows. Alright, Max. Crane of Runefaust has entered the Kingdom Ward Bears. The king? No! My liege! What the? Oh, he's still fighting him. Go away, Kane. I don't understand what you're talking about. Anyway, the Justice of Guardiana is in my hands now. I won't let you take that. Just leave. Sword of Darkness, show me your power. By the Castle of Grayskull. Ugh. No, Lord Varios. Varios dies. Way to point it out, game. No, Father, I can't believe it. Ow. No, you fool! Oh, ow. Now Guardiana is unworthy of my attention. Farewell, fools! Get back here, you jerk! He killed her dad. Oh man. If only there was sad music when this happened. Yeah, they kind of dropped the ball there. Various dying. He's supposed to be your mentor, right? And taught you everything you know, and then he dies, and it doesn't change the music. Maybe it was supposed to originally, maybe the emulation's a bit wonky, but anyway. Max, look at to the king. But your dad died. Okay, whatever. Max, May, I don't think I'll live much longer, though Varios protected me. Listen. Okay, now there's sad music. With the king not dying, but not with Varios died. The gate of the ancients is only access to the tower. The gate can be opened only by the key.
You must find it before it falls into the hands of evil. You should never let them open the gates. Find out why Runefaust is interested in the gates. Please. May, daughter of the great Varios, help Max. Avenge your father and be strong. Your Majesty. Please tell my daughter Henri in Marina to stay strong for her people.
Oh yeah, that was the wizard town that they talked about.
No.
The king dies and goes to another dimension. Who knew? Apparently they watched Dragon Ball.
Now's not the time for tears and grief. Alterone should be our next goal. Max, let us go and find that key. I don't want to see any more of these tragedies.
And sadly, but helpfully, May joins the Shining Force. Well, at least we got the daughter of Varios. She's got to be powerful, right?
I'll wait at you at the headquarters. Be quick.
May's basically Ken 2.0. Yeah, a lot of the characters kind of suffer from that in this game, but oh well. I was so scared. Kane, his single glaze froze me. Man, we tried our best to do the king's wishes, but the king died to Kane of Runefaust. Who is Kane? And what about Henri? What do we do now that the king is dead? Can Guardiana survive without it? Well, we still got a thing to do. We must find the daughter so she can take over. I assume that's what we're doing. So in the next episode of Shining Force, we'll see if we can head towards Mariana and find Henri and go on the way on our journey to push back Runefaust. Although they're not going to fight us anymore because they apparently got some treasure. I guess we'll try to find out what that is. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.